And I know you cannot run yet, and you won't be able to run for quite a while, so you're just going to have to resort to this slow as snail walking. And wow, I was free for about like 30 seconds until you guys decided to interrupt my adventure again by this. I don't know, why can't I just go on my own? Why is it such a... Have you really never been out on your own? Seriously, we've just been stuck in that town since we were little. That is pretty sad. Okay, so as with every other Pokemon game, I think, you're gonna get a little tutorial that shows you how to catch a Pokemon. So, for the 2 of my viewers who do not know how to catch a Pokemon, well, it's all automatic, I'm not doing anything, but Professor Juniper is apparently the first professor to actually have a Pokemon. You want to weaken the Pokemon until it gets red. You don't want to KO it. I know, it doesn't make sense. You cannot catch a KO'd Pokemon. It makes no sense, but you need to weaken it, and at this point you can't really do much else, but use stat decreases, well no, not stat decreases, I mean status changes like paralysis, paralysis and sleep, that's it. And ice and freezing will help as well. That will make it easier to catch as well. But really, at this point, you don't need to do anything. You can just throw a Pokeball right off the bat, and that won't hurt at all. And you just catch it straight away. You don't really need to do much else. So after that, you're going to get 5 Pokeballs. And that should be suitable for catching 5 Pokemon. And then she's just going to go ahead to Town, whatever you call it. And yeah, that's where you want to go as well. There's not really anywhere else to go. What now? Yeah, let's see who can catch the most Pokemon. And since there are only 2 Pokemon you can get here, there's not really much you can do. And I hate catching the same Pokemon twice, there's no point. So yeah, there are 2 new Pokemon on this route, and I'm just going to show you what they are real quick. To begin, we have Lillipup, which is the first Pokemon you can catch in Black and White. It's a little cute puppy Pokemon with some definite strengths, making it a fine addition to your team early on. So later on, once it's fully evolved, it's pretty powerful. Sadly, it doesn't have all that much variety for attacks that it can learn via TMs, but a happy start when using return should do plenty of damage to keep you satisfied. Plus, you can get the TM return fairly early on in the game. When I first played through the game, I used it in my team and it served me pretty well. So the other one you can catch from the get-go is Patrat. Like its counterpart Lillipup, Patrat is a pure normal type. However, all of its stats are inferior to Lillipup right from the start. Say Patrat's currently useless special attack, which is marginally higher than Lillipup's. Watchog's stats unfortunately are less than the Stellar, barely breaking mediocre in fact. It can't take a lot of hits and doesn't particularly excel stat-wise, but its strategy is one planted in disruption rather than brute strength. So if that's up your alley, go for it. I also think it makes quite a good HM save, so I recommend you catch it anyway. You know, just so you can teach it useless moves like Cut, which you will need throughout the game. Okay, so I've caught both of those Pokemon, now let's just continue on. So this guy doesn't really have anything to say. There's not really much you can do in this route, but there is something up here. You need to talk to this woman. Let's see what she has. She just gives you a potion that restores 20 HP. It's pretty useful in the beginning of the game, but you know, later on it really gets useless. But you know, doesn't hurt to have one. So let's just continue on. More grass here. So, how many do you have? Wait, there is a noise around somewhere. I thought I just heard a noise. But yeah, so the cross transceiver is ringing, and look, you have 4 people on screen at the same time. That's the Professor, Bianca, Sharon, and yourself. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there isn't much to say about that route, it's pretty boring. Okay, welcome to Accumula Town, I think that's how you say it. Let's just see what there is to do here. I'm just going to be exploring around, talking to everyone, and well, that's pretty interesting. And seeing what there is to do. Yeah, sorry, these tours are going to take quite a while, but I hope you understand. Let's see what else there is to do. Ah, of course, the Professor, how could I forget? What do you have to say? Okay. Now, let's go up here. Oh, I didn't know you could go up there. Huh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the fast-growing town, whatever that means. Okay, this is Professor Juniper. Now, she's just going to give you a little tour of the Pokémon Center. Now, this is the first Pokémon game that actually has a mart in the Pokémon Center, and they're not separate buildings. Well, actually, I'll just get to that in a bit. It's actually completely free, but you can come in here whenever you like and then just restore your Pokémon to full health. 24/7 service. So, you might as well just talk to her and then restore your Pokémon. Won't hurt. It's perfectly free. Yeah, I've got 3 Pokémon because I caught those 2 Pokémon which are in Route 1. Okay, so here is a PC, and of course you can only have 6 Pokémon in your party at any given time. But you can have more Pokémon than that altogether, of course. You just store them in the PC, and you can swap Pokémon in it and all kinds of stuff. Not really. It's really much singular use, so there's not really much else you can do with it. Yeah, someone... Who is someone? They do that in every Pokemon game. There's always a someone, and you'll eventually meet him or her. So yeah, now onto the marts. This is pretty convenient and makes a lot of sense that there is Pokemon supplies being sold within the Pokemon Center. I mean, it is the Pokemon Center, not the Pokemon Hospital. Should be multi-purpose. Now let's just buy a few stuffs. Oh, what should I buy? Potions and Pokeballs, and that's all you can buy. At the point you can't really buy a lot, so let's just see what you can buy. Now this is the general goods guy. I'm just going to buy a few Pokeballs. Not like that many. So you can only buy 2 items, a Pokeball and a potion, but of course as you progress through the game you'll be able to buy more stuff. Just buy a few of those, why not? And that is the general goods guy. So remember, the guy on the far side is the guy who just sells all the useful stuff. Now this guy on the close side is actually pretty useful. It sells you mail. And I don't see the point in mail at all. I mean, if you actually like to do that, then fine, go ahead. Use mail. I don't see the point. Now up here is the Global Trade Center thingy. You can trade with other friends or people across the world and battle with them and all that good stuff. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is for Pokemon Centers at the moment, so let's just explore the rest of... what's this going on over here? Let's check it out. Oh, hello. This is pretty strange. I don't know what to say. Pixels. Not much more really. Well, that was odd. Well, anyway. Oh, who are you? Oh, more creepy music, just what I needed. Your name is N. I've always wanted a name with one letter. That would be pretty awesome. Okay, this is an unexpected battle, but it's a battle against this mysterious guy called N. And he only has one Pokemon, that's a Purloin. And there's not really much to it, really. Just, it's another tackle fight. And I like the music that you fight with N. I guess you could say N is kind of like a third rival, but it's not as close to you, and he's more mysterious. So you can say you have 3 rivals in this game. Pretty odd. Now, N's quite an interesting character, and there's quite a story behind him, but we will get into that later. As you can probably tell, it's quite a strong Pokemon actually. I'm having trouble beating it myself. Oh my god, that's actually taking quite a while. I mean, come on, how hard can it be to just attack? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, level 7. And finally we learn a decent move that isn't tackle. That's always good. Oh, I got to level 8 as well. They gave me a lot of XP. Without me realising. Oh god, I hate people like that. Crazy about nature and stuff. That's hard to explain. But yeah, I'm just going to finish doing my tour of the town now. See what else there is to see. There isn't really much, but let's just go up here. This is pretty interesting. Nice view of the next route. Or route, as I should say. Pretty nice house up here. Let's see who's in there. Ooh, a piano! I want to play. Yeah, sure. That's not bad. So I got a little distracted there. That makes the music sound actually pretty good. I didn't actually know about this house before, that's pretty interesting. I like that. But yeah, let's just see what's in the other houses. Let's see what's in this house. Why are there 3 stories yet we can only see 2 of them inside? I don't know. So even if they don't give us anything, it's still useful to talk to them in case they have some kind of advice or anything. But yeah, it's just good to cover this game in depth. I'm going to cover this game pretty deeply. But of course I'm not going to find every hidden item and everything because I don't know where they are. But you get the point. So this guy actually gives you a Pokeball, so this house wasn't completely useless after all. Hi, let's play Pokemon Rock, Paper, Scissors. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Fire, grass. Pretty nice idea. Grass. Oh no, you win. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But other than that, that's all for Accumulate Town or whatever. So, I think we're pretty much done exploring. Well, I say exploring. Checking out the town, but let's just go on. Now I might actually have something to talk about. I like the gates in this game. They're a lot better. They have the moving text on the screen and they have like an image there. And they're pretty cool. But yeah, let's just continue on to Route 2.